All right, here we go. Here we go. Monday night, as always, it's Cousin Sal, it's Dave Damashek, it's Martin Weiss. We all have all different names here. Ironhead Hayward is Shek. I went with Tom Rathman, the legendary 49ers fullback. And wait, yours bled off the page here a little bit, Martin. Odell is a granddad?
Yeah,
What's
it's
that
just
word?
The hell's that even mean?
it's a granddad name. You should know it,
okay.
Dave. It's a granddad name. Like Odell's knees acting up, you should expect a storm coming. Like Odell's a granddad name.
Hey, we have, not only are we on Twitter, as you may see, but we're also on Twitch on the Extra Points account. Am I saying that right, Martin? On the Extra Points account on Twitter, on Twitch.
I think so.
I'm an idiot. But we have, hopefully, there we go, went live now, and I think you can interact with us on that. That'll be fun if you do that.
Apparently, Sal isn't just an old man name. He's actually an old man. Did I say that right? Did I get that right, Marty Weiss?
I'll tell you what I didn't get right. I have the Rams minus the points here, 3.5. The 49ers took them by storm, 21-7 at halftime. We saw everything. We saw pick six. We saw Kittle first touchdown, 11-1 odds. Pretty good job by you, Parlay Kid. What do you see out of this game, Shaq? I mean, this seems like 49. This is it. As soon as you rule the 49ers out, Kyle Shanahan getting shit all week long, and now they're back in the saddle.
I mean, at this point, the more unpredictable result is the one you should bet on, the way this season is going. And I hate to be glib like that because this is serious business, fellas. But for real, I mean, I love I don't love parody. I've always hated parody. So why did I even start saying I love parody? I dislike parody. But I get that the framers of the game want, the competition, and it's fun that it's unpredictable. But if it's just flipping a coin every game, then is that fun? Just betting on, should we just bet heads or tails? This is crazy. This Niners team got smoked by Colt McCoy 7 days ago. What gives, Marty Weiss?
What gives is I don't understand why you fake a field goal. I'm still there. I'm mad about this fake field goal. Why would you fake a field goal when you got all y'all been telling me is Matthew Stafford is supposed to be an MVP candidate? As soon as Chris Collinsworth said that, all he's been doing is throwing interceptions. You make this trade or sign Odell Beckham, and you decide you want to fake a field goal. Why would you not? I've never understood this. Maybe it's because maybe it's my football brain is too small to understand. Because these guys are true geniuses. But why would you not have the best offensive players on the field when you only have one opportunity to convert for a first down? I don't know. I'm not the genius.
I'm trying to get the Twitch handle. I'm certainly not the genius. I will say this, Shaq. We talk about parity being bad and we don't know what's going on. It still is the same teams in charge, though, right? It's still at the end of the day, in a month, it'll be the Packers, it'll be the Bucks. It'll be, the Ravens, right? But very few will be kicked out. And we saw the Chiefs. They drove us crazy for 2 months, and now they're even odds to finish in first place in the AFC West. So, yeah, you're going to get a few losses every now and then. But what did we talk about? 7+ point favorites were 27-0 to start the year, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, and I'm of two minds about it. Of course, I like picking, we do Pup of the Week every week. We pick big underdogs to win on the money line.
The Pup of the Week.
I've done it once again, haven't I, fellas? Cam Newton and the Panthers, they do it. They smoked them. It was a breeze for them to do it. That makes 6 out of 9 for Damashek on the season. But I think you're right. I think ultimately you got to kind of blur your eyes and not obsess over every chapter of pro football, right? And just kind of like, I think you're exactly right. I mean, like what we thought was going to be true in July is mostly playing out. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, like exactly what you just said, the Cowboys are running away with it. We knew that would happen in that division. The Packers are running away with theirs. The Bills are still probably, after it's all said and done, the best team, but if we're not just talking 2021, but we're talking the entirety of the millennium, here comes Belichick. Egad. Well, I mean, what a misery. What if we get Brady v. Belichick in the Super Bowl?
No, we can't do it.
It's a possibility for real.
No, I know. We just can't. Right. It's too much to root for one of them or have to root against one of them. Now it's both, and you can get those odds. It's still plus 400, I think, for the Patriots to win that division. Is that what it is? Right? Yeah, plus 440. My God, it's close. They're a half.
I got
game
that
behind.
in the pre. I got them on a whim just for fun because I like to live, not merely survive. So I took the Patriots to get past the Bills and win that division. But if it does wind up Mac Jones, Brady Jr., Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, I submit we all just go to the movies. We have to send a powerful message
Oh yeah,
to the fat
You're right.
cats at the NFL offices already. If that happens, then it's too
that'll
much.
be it. Yeah, we can't do it. All right, but for this game, 6.5 point favorite in the second half. The Rams, the over under is what? 25.5. I got that wrong last time. 6.5 and 25.5. 21-7. The 49ers are in front. Martin, where's your money going in the second half? The Rams are minus 270 to win the second half. I don't want to complicate things. Rams basically giving a touchdown in the second half.
I have Rams -3 from kickoff, and I have been so wrong on these primetime games in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm disgusted with myself. At the double result.
We all are, Marty.
Look, Damashek, leave me the hell alone, okay? I'll deal with you on Wednesday, mister. I like how you talked about your pup of the week and just glossed over everything else that happened in the pup of the week segment, but we'll deal with that at a later date. Because right now,
talking about the Lions? Listen, I'm man enough to look you in the eye and say I'm ashamed. I'm disgusted. But I also told you I would never bet on the Steelers, and that's before Roethlisberger turned up with the plus. I was with you, just not on the money line. But anyway, please.
You know what stinks? They're going to make the playoffs, Martin, at 8-1, right? The Steelers team is. And the Lions are going to go 16-1, and it ended up being a win for the Steelers, right? And you can't cash in on your pup of the week. Very sad, I think.
I think Odell Beckham's going to score in the second half.
You do? Okay, so that brings us – all right, Odell Beckham to score in the second half is plus 380. Let's get some of these bets going in. Odell plus 380. Shaq, who do you like to score?
With myself.
I like
You had
Kittle.
someone at 9-1 last week. Who did you have, Martin? 9-1, 12-1 for a defensive score?
I took both defenses and Ben Roethlisberger interception, and the 12-1 covered the cost to play for all of it. So
that's what it was. Okay. All right, Shaq, what do you like in the second half?
By the way, with that Lions-Steelers game, I also told you to bet James Washington anytime touchdown that hit. Now,
wait, I want to go over that because I understand they went to the same school and everything, but this was not his first start. He's thrown. I mean, it worked out for you, but he had thrown touchdown passes to Chase Claypool and who else? And Juju Smith-Schuster last year.
Right, and the guy who actually was the guy who he threw at least 2 off the top of my head was Duck Hodges throwing it to James Washington. But either way, to the here and now. George Kittle for a second touchdown. I like that, feeding him a little bit as he reintegrates in that offense. He's obviously the linchpin of that offense, and you saw that early on here. And I like the Rams to win the second half. I think the game will go over. I like the Niners to hold them off here and get the victory, but I think the second half goes to the Rams. They'll tighten this thing up.
You got Rams minus 6.5 in the second half. I want to look at it. I loved Henderson, but now I don't think they feed him at all. He has 28. He's expected to get, I got to do the math here, 28. He's expected to get 18.5 rushing yards. Oh, man. Is he not going to get 18.5? I thought that was going to be a nice little bet for me in the second half. All right.
He already got bonked on the head, too. So I don't,
I thought I saw he was being evaluated.
He was back in there, though. He did get another touch after that. But
all right, I'm going to go under 8.5. I'm going under 18.5 in the second half. So under 46.5 total. And I'm also on the other side. I'm going Elijah Mitchell to score a touchdown at plus 260. Anything else we like?
I like that too. I was weighing that one. I think that's a good bet there. But man, it really does. As we talk about the abject unpredictability, maybe one thing that we can zero in on and sort of follow along the way is the matchup. Maybe it's because I keep watching the Ali Frazier the Ali documentary. The style makes the fight. I guess it's pretty clear. Shanahan just owns McVay. That fake field goal for real as we were watching it. That's what we said. Does he maybe just like if I know McVay, he's going to try to pull shenanigans here. You know?
Kyle Shenanigans. He knows it like the back of his hand. Yeah, it's very weird what's going on. People are calling for his head because this is before the 5 losing seasons. You're not having it, Martin Weiss. I know I was on the Rams too. I thought this was, I didn't think they'd shit the bed 2 primetime games in a row, but it does look like that's where we're headed.
They don't have any get back either. Like they don't come back. Normally, if they're winning at half, they'll stay winning. If they're losing at half, they'll lose. But so if you have this, we have a comment. Let's go, Beaster says he likes Stafford plus a half an interception. So over basically his interception
over a half an interception. Let's see.
Yeah, I just
he
know
might not
this.
be
If Matthew
done throwing
Stafford throws another if he throws another interception, I'm going to literally be physically sick.
You know what? Marty now makes me want to reverse myself.
Yeah,
because you're right. It does feel that way. I don't know it, but it feels like that's a true comment that the Rams don't typically pull off a big rally in either direction. Like they don't give up a 2 touchdown lead and they don't rally back from one. That hits my ear right, at least.
All right. Well, yeah, let's go Beaster, and let's go with Stafford to throw another interception at least at plus 140. Sheck, you like, what do you like?
I like Kittle for a touchdown.
Another
That's
touchdown
my number
plus
1, yeah.
320.
And
Mark,
I like points going over here. I think these 2 teams like to shoot it out. I think they will.
You think we're done scoring?
Yeah,
all right.
I think this second half goes over.
All right, I'm going Henderson under 46.5 yards. We like Stafford to throw a pick. Martin, you like Odell to score at plus 380. There was another one we had, right? Thought we had.
Well, I'm on the Rams. I was on Rams -3 from earlier in the week.
Yeah, so you have.
And you said Mitchell for a touchdown.
And Mitchell for a touchdown. That's what it was. Plus 260. That's exactly what it was. All right, you can find our bets nowhere. You just lost them. If you weren't watching,
you want to go? That's fine. You can do it. My last question for the 2 of you tonight is on Manning Cast. It's Phil Mickelson and Phil Rivers, Eli and Peyton. Who would win that race if the 4 of them had a 50-yard dash? And who would come in last?
Oh, wow. That's good. Well, Mickelson comes in last, right?
Does he?
Mickelson, Rivers.
Phil might.
You think Rivers?
I think a lot of more walking around than those guys, I bet.
Rivers runs around the house. He has 72 kids. He's got to avoid at any time. I think he knows how to sneakily run fast. It's interesting. I commented that Phil Mickelson, very, very calm for someone who has like $750,000 on the game, for sure.
Yeah, it's as though he's just having some fun. No, he's not. He's looking for some insight for the second half bets, right?
You know, it's funny because he's like, he asked like 15 questions of the Manning brothers, and they're like, "Hey, guy, have you seen this show before? We sit here and ask you the questions. I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Eli had to ask some tough questions about OBJ and why he didn't work in Cleveland, and he's like, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention." But it wasn't good enough for Phil Mickelson.
Right.
All right. Well, we will be back Wednesday, right? We're going to discuss this Steelers Lions thing further because I don't like the result. I know Martin doesn't like the result, and Dave's pretending not to like it, but it's going to work out for his team.
Well, we also have to decide, do I really go forward with buying tickets for me and Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, that's this Sunday.
I mean, this is a stinker of a game all of a sudden. Do I really spend that loot? Or do I send a message to him like some things aren't worth it? Sometimes you save your money for more important things.
Interesting.
We'll figure that out
about it. At the very least, if you go, you'll be home like 11:30 midnight. So that'd be nice on a Sunday night.
Perfect.
It'd be fun. All right, check us out Wednesday on